On the news tonight, more prospective voters in Kwara State jostling to get permanent voter card. Focus on transforming youth skills for the future as the world marks Youth Skills Day. More roads begging for urgent attention in Ilorin metropolis. Plus, tidbit from the world of entertainment and sport. This is the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA ILORIN News Tonight. Good evening and many thanks for joining us. I am Ahmed Fulani. More prospective voters are jostling to get their permanent voter cards ahead of the 2023 general elections. Royal Ibrahim visited INEC office in Ilorin South Local Government Headquarters and files in this situation report.
Ilorin South office of INEC was overcrowded with rowdy people who wanted to register for PVC. The process cannot be said to be smooth, with load of complaints from the people. One of them is Suleiman Aliyu. He is contemplating forgoing getting his PVC out of frustration.
I can't waste the money. I keep wasting transport fare. I may not come here after today. I have come 3 times, all the way from Tanke.
Register for our PVC. And people are trying to enter. Some people are 80, they are 90, and they are entering. People that came before me, I'm number 40, they don't let us enter. This man is telling somebody that he will send her away, he will give her a slap, he will do this, he will do that to a citizen.
We've been here since morning. We decided that we're going to go through the number. But on different occasions, they will come in, they will bring their own people, they will say they are your own people.
INEC officials, however, tried within their limits to control the situation. On collection of ready PVCs, I found out that in spite of INEC publishing names of those yet to collect their permanent voter cards at the local government offices, people are not turning up still.
The turnout is so low, very, very low indeed. Despite the fact that we have pasted the left out uncollected PVC since 2015 up to date. People are not turned out to collect it. We have up to roughly 40,000.
For now, there is no deadline for the registration of permanent voter cards. Raliat Ibrahim, NTA News.
As the world marks World Youth Skills Day, the global attention is on transforming youth skills for the future. Olajide Bello in this report explores how some youth in Ilorin have keyed into the entrepreneurship drive for self-sufficiency.
The United Nations General Assembly declared 15th July as World Youth Skills Day to celebrate the strategic importance of equipping young people with skills for employment, decent work and entrepreneurship. Since then, the World Youth Skills Day has provided a unique opportunity for dialogue between young people, technical and vocational education and training institutions, organizations, policymakers, as well as development partners.
Willing entrepreneurs who want to start a business, maybe they do not have the business acumen, maybe they do not have the financial capacity to start and run a successful business, they come, we give them the training. And not only do we give them the training, we empower them.
Aside from making second highest on global list, the National Bureau of Statistics reports indicates that unemployment for people aged 15 to 24 in Nigeria stood at 53.4% in the fourth quarter of 2021 and 37.2% for people aged 25 to 34. Zainab and Salamat are both civil servants, but are making extra cash through their entrepreneurial skills.
Salary is never enough, so I had to learn a skill. I had to learn how to bake cakes and decorate, and I'm into pastry making too.
I work weekends because I'm in the wedding industry. I'm a mixologist, I make mocktails. So mostly it's not like it affects each other.
Skill is a tool. Entrepreneur is the host. When you now have entrepreneurial knowledge, that's only where you can drive your skill. That's only where you understand the importance of synergy.
The United Nations says during this decade of action for 2030 agenda, the full engagement of young people in global processes is vital to generate positive change and innovation. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
The recent directive by the Inspector General of Police, Usman Alikali Baba, banning the use of police spy vehicle number plate across the Federation, has been described as a right move to reduce crimes and violation of road traffic law. Abdulhafiz Alaya sought people's opinion on the ban and now reports.
While vehicles flying Nigerian roads are expected to obtain and use the normal registered number plates, some individuals and corporate organizations do apply for special ones from the police for security reasons.
You buy your vehicle, you apply for this, and IG will approve that, and they give you that number, and then you put the NPA about spy. So use it for security. It will paint it like police color. But now the IG has discovered that some people, even without approval, copy and use that number to create problem, to do criminal activity.
The abuse of this rare privilege by some people perhaps is what informed total ban on the use of police spy vehicle number plates by vehicle owners without an exception. The move by the IGP, according to some residents of Ilorin, will not only curb reckless driving by motorists with a special number plates, but also de-escalate crimes and criminalities in the country.
Is the right step in the right direction, given the security challenges bedeviling our nation, because of the fact that many of the criminals might hide under this to perpetrate evil.
I am in support of it because I may not know who are the evil. God save Nigeria.
Some people abuse that type of opportunity and then they use it to commit crime. So if the government saw that and want to give a ban on excesses, I think it's good.
The Kwara Police Command is strictly enforcing the ban and will arrest any motorist with spy number plates henceforth.
Whether you obtain your own spy number plates legally or not, everything should be banned, including for even security officials. Everybody has been directed to drop such numbers. And anybody that is caught after this will be prosecuted.
Members of the public are encouraged to cooperate with the police to enforce the ban with a view to strengthen internal security in the country. Abdullah Hafiz, Alaya, NTA News.
Today's Jumat sermon centered on late General Abdul Karim at the Zambonski GRA centers on what is expected of Muslims after Eid al-Adha. Kautar Raji has the details.
Being the first Jumat after the Eid al-Adha celebration, Imam Amataya Nuhu of late General Abdul Karim at the Sam Mosque told the worshippers the need to maintain their connection with Allah and multiply their good deeds and worship. He urged those who performed Hajj to remember Allah in everything they do, be pious and steadfast in praising Almighty Allah always for His indefinite mercy. He thereafter led worshippers in the observance of the 2 rakat prayers.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Some worshippers spoke on what they learned from the sermon.
Be mindful of Allah at all times. That's the lesson. Ileya has come and gone. And we should try as much as possible to increase our iman after this Salah. Not only that, he also employed the entire Muslims of the world that we should always give thanks to Almighty Allah for His blessing over us.
To make sure we do our five daily prayer and to always believe in the Almighty Allah because without Him nothing can be possible.
The prayer was attended by worshippers from GRA and its environs. Kauthar Raji, NTA.
I'll be back. Despite government efforts at rehabilitating roads in the metropolis, some roads are still begging for urgent government attention. Ken Domolosho has an update on the deplorable state of some roads within Ilorin metropolis.
Some of the areas visited are Saboki, Saboline, Lajonri, Coca-Cola and Asadam Road, where some vehicles broke down due to the impact of the deplorable state of the roads. The ripple effect of this development is the untold hardship of road users and commuters.
All my customers are not coming again. If I call them to come, they will say that my road is bad, it will spoil their motor. Like now, this one now, it came to Park Market from me, but it has spoiled here because of this pothole. All these big motor, if they are coming, the way they used to sweep inside water here, everywhere be water. If you went for now, you can't pass this road again.
There's no two way about it that it has had a very negative effect in the running of business activities and has caused a whole lot of accidents within the
community. A lot of my customers cannot come in anymore to come and buy product from me, and it's costing me more in the sense that I will have to be what they will drive in naturally and come and buy. I will have to take a bike or a delivery vehicle that will go and deliver to them.
I call some guys sometimes, I give them money to look for some stone. That's the can see some stone there. So I give them money and they did it very deep before more than did before. If rain fall now, all this way you can't even pass.
Paul Ide is a tricycle operator.
It will not be small, it affect us very bad. You know, even if we make our keke, the leg of the keke not the last again. And unfortunately, we didn't see any person to be respond.
Plying some of these roads by heavy-duty trucks has to be looked into, apart from some destructive human activities. The appeal of residents is for state government intervention to salvage the situation before it turns to a death trap. Kehinde Omolosho, NTA News.
Moving on to entertainment news tonight, Nigerian music star Kizz Daniel has expressed excitement after he met the schoolgirl who professionally sang his hit song titled Pour Me Water. Richard Olaito standing by for this and other stories.
Kizz Daniel has left his fans gushing after sharing a video of him and a schoolgirl, Munachi, who had gone viral on social media after singing a song titled Pour Me Water like a professional. The music star disclosed that he gave the girl a gift in person. In another development, Major AJ, popularly known as Retro Baby, has released a sizzling EP titled Retroverse. Retroverse is a collection of rare African funk and disco-inspired moments in 5 tracks. It gives an insight to the mind of the musician as it freely conveys his emotion in a relatable way. In another development, Terry the Voice shares a single titled Checks. Checks is a song that gives an insight of how financial freedom remains the ultimate goal, regardless of one's fame or stardom. Rachel Olaitan, NTA News.
And on sports, Nigerian senior football women national team, the Super Falcons, have qualified for the 2023 Women World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. Here's the rest of the sport update. A second half header by Rashidat Ajibade secured a 1-0 win over indomitable Lioness of Cameroon to take the Falcons to the semi-finals of the Women AFCON in Morocco. With the win, Nigeria is now among the 4 countries to represent Africa at the Women's World Cup next year. The female team is the current holder of the cup and 9 times winners. Manchester United came from a goal down to defeat Economides 4-1 in another preseason match with goals from McTominay, Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford and Chong. Their win is the second for the new United coach Eric Ten Hag following a 4-0 dubbing of Liverpool 3 days ago. And it is on that note we come to the end of tonight's package. Many thanks for watching. I will leave you with the outlook of tomorrow's weather forecast. Good night.